Trump just won the election. Well, it turns out there was a so-called assassination attempt on President Trump. Who's behind it? Why did the Secret Service fail? Who's investigating it? And what does this mean for Trump and the country? Stay tuned to find out. Starting now. Well, speaking at a rally in Pennsylvania, a gunman was allowed to set up shop on this roof to take unobstructed shots at President Trump before the next part of the plan takes place, where the Secret Service takes the guy's head off so he can't say a word about anything to anyone. Lone gunman kind of thing. Always convenient that way. But as the deep state just found out, sometimes things don't go according to plan. Instead, after taking a bullet to the ear, Trump got back up with a bloody face and won the election. Take a look. Given the bullet went through Trump's ear, we were approximately half an inch away from civil war. Though we would never want you to believe it, the reason why Trump's life was saved, and potentially America's, can only be explained by saying God was at work. That feels weird. It's like a burning sensation in my chest when I say that. And oddly enough, an American flag at the rally got tangled, strongly resembling the image of an angel, which we can confidently tell you means absolutely nothing. And with an AR-15, the gunman opened fire at Trump at exactly 6:11 p.m. And I'm sure just coincidentally, in the Bible, Ephesians 6:11 says, "Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes." But rest assured that this means nothing, because we've classified the Bible as misinformation. Let's move on. Americans want to know what happened and who's behind this. Well, for context, let me remind you. They lied about him, they impeached him, they raided him, they arrested him, they convicted him, and now they tried to assassinate him. Therefore, it's safe to say this dead gunman, who only got shots off because Secret Service let him crawl up on the roof for over 2 minutes after they were tipped off that he was there, most likely acted alone. And here's something to not think about either. You might remember last year, deep state correspondent Alex Soros posted a picture of $47 and a bullet hole representing an assassination on Trump. So clearly, everyone actually wants Trump alive so we can have a good old-fashioned free and fair election, because we're definitely doing democracy at this point. And for more on the assassination investigation, Biden took a break from telling people to put Trump in a bullseye to give an update on the investigation. Let's hear what he had to say.
We don't yet have any information about the motive of the shooter. We know who he is. I urge everyone, please, don't make assumptions about his motives or his affiliations. Let the FBI do their job.
No need to worry, America. The FBI is investigating the assassination. They'll surely get to the bottom of it. The same FBI that covered up the laptop to hurt Trump in the last election and raided Mar-a-Lago is investigating who was ultimately behind this assassination attempt. I can't wait to find out what they don't find. Early predictions are they'll bring charges against Trump for inciting an assassination. But we will have a much clearer picture of who was behind it all once the FBI goes through the gunman's phone. This just in! Oh damn, the FBI can't get into the shooter's cell phone.
Official is telling Fox they believe the shooter acted alone. We're also learning that they can't get into his cell phone. They have it at Quantico, but haven't been able to get any data out of it.
The same FBI that is currently in your cell phone cannot get into the shooter's cell phone. Golly, sure looks like a case of he acted alone. Now a word from our sponsor. My freedom-loving friends, it is truly by the grace of God that President Trump is still alive. And this image of him standing after he's been shot has quickly become one of the most iconic images in American history. It represents strength, courage, relentlessness, the fact that God wins, and the reality that truth conquers. Because it so powerfully represents the hope that we need, I put it on a shirt. And 100% of all profit from this shirt design will go exactly where it deserves to go, to the Trump 2024 campaign. You can help spread the power of this iconic image by grabbing yours at AwakenWithJP.com. But That wasn't a Pfizer ad. What's going on here? Anyway, before we get into how DEI played a role in Trump's life almost being taken, we at the mainstream media originally reported the assassination attempt pretty stellarly. For more on that accurate kind of reporting, let's throw it over to our senior political correspondent, Brent Pella. Take it away, Brent.
Thanks, schmucko. Turns out this assassination attempt was not an assassination attempt because we unfortunately missed. It was an assassination hoax. Our original journalistic-ish headlines about what happened at the rally are still true, such as Trump escorted away after loud noises at Pennsylvania rally. Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls at rally. Trump removed from stage after loud noises startle former president. Additional possibilities of what really happened include Trump's ear begins bleeding at rally after he attempts to Van Gogh himself. Trump's ear begins bleeding on stage when he tries to sexually assault Mike Tyson. It also turns out there's a dead alleged gunman whose pronouns are was/were. The only way we can explain this dead body, that luckily can't talk, is that Kyle Rittenhouse thought he was a black guy and shot him. Because I said all this with authoritative confidence, these are the facts. Back to you, JP.
Excellent and accurate journalism as always, Brent. And there's never a bad time to plug how DEI improves everything. In this case, some Secret Service members assigned to Trump were women who knew how to keep calm when things got intense. Here you can see one of them, expertly not knowing how to put her gun in her holster. She finally got it. Not bad. She did have to look though, taking her eyes off of potential threats. That's probably how it's meant to be done though. And here you can see that same DEI hire keeping Trump safe by hiding behind him, using his body as a shield to protect herself. And it happens to be that the head of the Secret Service recently spoke about her plan to increase diversity. Take a look.
But I'm very conscious as I sit in this chair now of making sure that we need to attract diverse candidates and ensure that we are developing and giving opportunities to everybody in our workforce, and particularly women.
Well, as you can tell, any job a man can do, a woman can do better, or at least she can do it differently, which is especially important when a president's life is on the line. Now let's throw it over to Kelly with the weather. Take it away, Kelly.
I want to work for the Secret Service.
I'm sure you'll do a good job. Thank you, Kelly. That's it for tonight's special Trump Still Standing and Stronger Than Ever report. The case is pretty much closed. Lone gunman on the grassy knoll kind of thing. Right, CIA and FBI? But what will the deep state do next? They kind of exposed themselves here, didn't they? How many more attempts will be taken on Trump's life? And if you didn't know any better, you might start to think that God is good because Trump is alive, still standing, and stronger than ever. Good night.